Hello everyone, my name is Timilehin Bello and I started my PR business, Media Panache, from WhatsApp, and this is my startup story. So I grew up in Alagbado area of Lagos State. All those places. This is not street, not jungle without place. So I grew up there and I attended Mobola Primary School. From there, I went about 3 primary schools. I don't know what I was doing with my eyes. I don't know. So I think we were moving from one place to the other. So I was moving as well. Changing schools and stuff. I went to Mobola. I went to Jokayu, I went to Bokinshin, those kind of schools that you never heard before in your life. So I went to all those places, then after the old primary school thing, then I went on to Lagos State Model College, Meron to do my secondary school, that's the junior school and also the senior school. Fast forward to university, I studied theatre art at Lagos State University, So for me, childhood was the old thing, when we were kids was all good. It was a good experience, I wanted to be a footballer, so I had a dream of being a footballer, so I started playing from street to street. I had to play at Agege, and I was, I'm not trying to hype myself, but I was very, very good. I was very, very good, So, but then it was quite interesting, dreams change, when they asked us that I wanted to become a footballer and also a lawyer, so, but then I'm not even close to that right now. I'm not even doing anything close to a footballer or close to being a lawyer. I think it was when I knew about, what's that platform called? MySpace. When I knew about MySpace, when I knew about Facebook, when I knew about i5, I found it very interesting, that you can talk to people who are not even closer to you. Because PR is about communication, so I saw like, wow, so you can actually, sign up on a platform and you can talk to a lot of people who are not even close to you. So I think it was that point that I actually developed, the love for PR, but I never knew that it was called PR. Okay, so I thought it was just like, like a space where you just connect with people, unknown people and people that you also know, so, but then, I think it was at that point that I actually developed the PR. I worked at Black House Media first as an intern. I worked there for six months, and I was in the digital media department. So I was handling Facebook, Instagram, Twitter accounts of BHM, as well as for some of our clients as well. So I was moved to the PR department, client service department, and it was a good experience. So why I left Black House Media basically was because I felt like, I've done enough. Because I actually worked. I don't know what's going that I worked. It was a lot of work, a lot of training, a lot of experience, and God bless Mr. Annie. He ensured that we knew the business. He made sure that we knew a lot of things. He exposed us to a lot of experience. That some employers will not actually do to their staff. So I left because I felt like, okay, that I've actually worked and I needed to actually move on. To start something new. Starting business is not easy. Let's break it down. I feel like saying, I feel like speaking pidgin right now. So starting a business in Nigeria is not easy, as in easy at all. So don't think that it's just something that you can just start and and make it big like that. It was a lot of hard work, a lot of sleepless nights, lot of work here and there, So for me, I had the vision, I had the dream, I wanted to start a business, but there was no fund as well to start a business. And many of us who want to start a business and you're watching this video right now, and you're like, you can't start your business because you don't have funds, right? Yeah, I didn't have funds as well. I did not have funds, but I saved some money while I was in BHM. I had about 200,000 naira, and 200k will not really give you an office space in Ikeja, it's expensive. And I started up in 2016 when Nigeria was in recession, so it wasn't beans at all. And I thought about it. I also had some uncle, that had money and everything, but I went to them and they told me no, that they could not give me money, bring your business plan, stuff like that, some quite discouraging stuff, so I think, I don't know whether it was God that gave it to me in my sleep, whether I've become Joseph the Dreamer. I just had this reflection, or I had this moment, and it came to my mind to just open a WhatsApp group and call it Media Panache Nigeria. So I woke up in the morning, head on to my WhatsApp, and I opened a group called Media Panache Nigeria. I was there, I was on the group, and I added like about 4 of my other friends who I've shared a dream with as well. And they worked in a different space, but they were also eager to be on the WhatsApp group as well. So that's why you also have to have the right people in your circle to actually make it big, business-wise, or if you want to be successful. So I added my friends on WhatsApp, and they were just there. I said, guys, sorry to bother you, but just be on this group, and if I have anything to discuss about PR, stuff like that, I will let you all know on the group and stuff like that. So I went on asking my friends for jobs and started seeking jobs here and there, because the good thing about PR is that you can work remotely. You can work from anywhere. If you're based in South Africa, or you're based in Uganda, or anywhere, you can actually work PR. So we had that rolling, and to God be the glory, one time a friend of mine gave me a job, which was for MTN Foundation, and the job was executed on WhatsApp. Like, we did all the brainworks and all content stuff, PR, storytelling and everything. We did all the job via WhatsApp, and we're able to execute using tailored platforms and all sorts. And that was how we're able to, make income. And we did more stuff like that. And that's how we're able to make more money. And we were able to add to the 200K that I had before, and yeah, I rent an office space, in Ikeja. In Ikeja, I mean Ikeja. Well, Media Panache is different because we're young, young experts, we're also hungry, and I think it's a youthful boisterousness and the fact that we understand trends, and that's what makes us different. So what do you have something to say?
Yeah, aside from being young, we're versatile, we're purpose-driven, and we have the drive for media, basically. And we're ready to do something different, so yes.
Okay, for me, I think what sets us apart as a PR firm is that we're original. We always like to be very different from everyone. We don't see things the way everyone likes to see it. And also we're purpose-driven. We are always driven by the goal ahead, and of course we know where we are going to, even in the next 3 months from now, next 6 months, next 5 years. So you can watch out for Media Panache.
The challenges so far, in running a business in Nigeria, especially for startup, number one is power, because there's no constant power, and that is quite challenging for any startup. It's very, very difficult. So that's number one. And number two is also the issue of staffing. To get the right staff at all times is also very, very difficult as well. And what else? Then for our industry, the communication budget has actually dropped drastically, and it affected our business. So we're hoping that it could do better this coming year, and we can actually smile to the bank. So I think those are the important challenges. But power is really, really key. No power, nothing, and it's really affecting our business. Yeah. So our biggest asset is people. People is actually important in our business. From how we relate to ourselves, we run a people's culture from here at Media Panache. We treat everyone as an old friend, that we've met a long time ago. We're very outward, and so people, from our staff to our partners to our clients to our media personnel, everyone, they're quite important to us. So we treat everyone equally, like they are brothers and sisters, because even our clients that we work with, they're also part of the house. They are families of the house, because we want them to also go out there to go and help us preach the gospel of our business. They should be our disciple and go and preach our gospel so we can get more clients from them. So I think our core asset is people, and it has been working for us. So if you're willing to start a business and you're thinking of the right strategy to use, just think of how you can make people's life better, and it makes your business actually boom. But 10 years from now, a lot of expansion, across Africa and even in the United States and United Kingdom as well. We're looking to move around, There's nothing bad in having MTN Ghana, or Media Panache, SA, stuff like that. So we're looking to expand our business and to see how we can also help people, because our core mission is to help people. Our core mission is to help people and help the things that they create, which is, whether you create a business or you create a hospital or stuff like that, So we want to go all around town, all around Africa, and help people to help them achieve the dream.